And on this weather alert day, going to be continuing to track a whole host of problems here that we could be looking at as we get it, especially into this afternoon. But this morning, again, that snow is going to start to overspread a good portion of mid-Missouri. You can see some of these darker blues, though, starting to show back up a little closer to about 11 and 12 o'clock. So think about lunchtime when we could see some of these snowfall rates maybe trend a little bit higher here, and those winds aren't going anywhere. So it's going to be a snow-blown snow here, or wind-blown snow here for that matter, as we get all throughout our Friday. What we've overlaid on here is those visibility numbers. And anytime they're starting to flirt with 1 and 2 miles, that's where we're going to be seeing issues out on the roadways, just seeing in front of that vehicle of yours. So again, take it slow, leave a lot of room between you and that vehicle in front of you. And again, maybe just stay home if that's at all an option. As we get into this afternoon, though, again, looks like things going to be starting to break up just a little bit more as we get into the afternoon hours by this evening, about 5 and 6 o'clock, continuing that trend. But we still got to watch out for some of these snow bands starting to work their way from north to south. They're going to be traveling over a lot of the same locations. That's where we could be looking at those isolated areas where we could get on these higher end amounts here, about 3 to 4 inches. I think most of us are going to be under that, though. About 1 to 3 is what we're thinking here right now as we get all the way through this system. And looking at traffic tracker again through this morning, I think largely we're going to be shaping up a little bit better than what we're going to be tracking into this afternoon and evening in particular. This afternoon, that's where I think all of that's going to be kind of coming together, those winds, that visibility issue, and that heavy snow coming back down and creating those slippery roadways around mid-Missouri. I mentioned it's going to be fairly breezy out there. This is how breezy it could be, and I'm going to be watching down around Lake of the Ozarks. I think that's where we've got our chance to see some of these higher gusts a little bit later on today, but think across the board, 30 to 40 mile an hour wind gusts certainly possible all the way through this afternoon and right on into this evening here across mid-Missouri. So again, it's going to be a pretty nasty type of day here. That's why we've issued that weather alert day here for our Friday, closing out the work week on a bit of a rough note here across mid-Missouri. But it looks like getting into this weekend, things finally settle back down. We might hang on to some of those flurries tomorrow morning, but the accumulating snow should be over. Unfortunately, the cold air isn't. We're going to be stuck in the 30s both Saturday and Sunday.